alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome every student to Dروس, and today we have a new lesson in the Unit 3. The name of the lesson, Listen and Discuss, and the name of the course is Mega Goal 1. We're still in the first semester and we are targeting first secondary grade. Let's move to our objectives of today. Today we will learn number 1, make predictions about the future. Make predictions about the future and also express opinions. Right, so we are going to focus on those two objectives, how to read some predictions about the future and also how to express the opinions. So it's not difficult objectives, you can just cover that during the lesson. Alright, as usual, before we go deeply in any lesson, there is page for warm up. In this page, what can you see? Books, many books, people, look like they from 80s, 90s, 300 years ago, something like that. So the question now, what kind of books do you like to read? What kind of books do you like to read? And the second question, and you're supposed to find an answer, have you ever read a novel? Have you ever read a novel? If yes, tell us the name of your novel. And the last question, who is your favorite author? The one who might write the books or the novels. If there's anyone consider as a favorite author for you, please let us know. So it's not difficult questions, just find an answer for what kind of books do you like to read, and have you ever read a novel, and who is your favorite author. Alright, I want you just to listen and discuss later on the next 3 slides. So just listen to the text, find the sentences that talk about two things, future and the ones talk about past. So keep in mind that in the next 3 slides you should look for those sentences was written in the future form and the others in the past form. Alright, let's move to the slides. And the title of the passages, upcoming passages, is a vision of the future. The French writer Jules Verne wrote several books in late 80s. In them, he wrote about the future. He asked, what will life be like at the end of the 20th century, 100 years from now? In the one of his adventure novels, From the Earth to the Moon, his characters traveled to the moon in a rocket. In another novel, 2000 Leagues Under the Sea, his character dove through the depths of the ocean in a submarine in the shape of a whale. In a novel titled Paris in the 20th Century, Verne described a city with a skyscrapers of glass and steel, high-speed train, gas-powered automobiles, and global communications, networks, space rockets, submarines, and other things in his novel did not exist at Verne's time, but many of the inventions that Verne imagined became reality by the end of 19th. That's why people call Verne a visionary. Alright? So read the predictions below and find the sentence that talk about the future. Okay? comments made in the United States in 1955, right or wrong predictions. I seriously doubt that fast food restaurant will ever catch on. Keep in mind that we are looking for sentences that talk about future. Alright? Have you ever seen the new cars coming out next year? It won't be long before 1,500 won't even buy a used car. Did you see where some baseball player just signed a contract for 75,000 a year just to play ball? It wouldn't surprise me if someday they will be making more than the president. Your job now is to find the sentences that talk about the future. Alright. Soon all our kitchen appliances will be electrical or electric. They are even making electric typewriters now. I'll tell you one thing. If things keep going the way they are, it's going to be impossible to buy a week's groceries for $20. If you think they'll pay 50 cents for haircut, forget it. Alright, time for the evaluation. From the previous slides, complete the following with the words from the text. We have novel, restaurant, car, appliance, and cut. You just need to complete the right words in the right space. If you face any difficulty, we can do it together now. Adventure novel, fast food restaurant, used car, kitchen appliance, and hair cut. So as you can see, the green words are the correct answers. Alright, now here we go with another quick check. Comprehension. Mark which of these predictions came true. Number 1. People will drive gas-powered cars, and people will live in skyscrapers, and people will travel to the center of Earth. And number 4, drive-through restaurants won't catch on. And the fifth, the fifth sentence, sports will starts will earn more than the president. So I will read it for you again just to keep in touch. People will drive gas-powered cars, people will live in skyscrapers, and people will travel to the center of the earth. Drive-through the restaurants won't catch on. Sports stars will earn more than the president. Your job is just to mark which of these predictions came true. Here we go with the right answer for number 2. For number 1, which is true, people will drive gas-powered cars. Number 2 as well, true, people will live in skyscrapers. And number 3, people will travel to the center of Earth. And number 4, drive-through restaurants won't catch on. And the last sentence actually is wrong. Sports stars will earn more than the president. What we have learned today, as you can see, this is the famous French author Jules Verne, an author from the Earth to the Moon. This is the novel, and also another novel, Paris in the 20th Century, and another novel, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And also we have learned the United States prediction in 1955. Fast food restaurants will ever catch on. Cars will be very expensive. Players will get high salaries. Haircut will cost more than $20. And buying a week's groceries will cost a lot. and there will be electric typewriters. So those were the United States predictions in 1955. Those were the references of the lesson. And this slide means we have reached to the end. I would like to really thank you for your watching. I hope you do enjoy. And please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us via a website or even easily through Twitter account. If you prefer to call, this is the right number, 800-442-2220. Thank you again and hope to see you next time. Until that, goodbye for now.